All right, welcome back to the show. All right, so I got my boy D-Moss 5050 here, of course. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
Best day of my life. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I know we had a handful of things we wanted to go over. We're trying to structure the show a little bit different. Just kind of hit on some more things, make it a little bit more organized, so we're going to start with some producer tips, because we're beat makers and producers ourselves, and I just thought that'd be something cool to talk about. So I think you had a couple of things you wanted to get into.
Yeah, man. Today I want to talk about kicks and snares and 808s and how to make them sound more full. And first thing I want to talk about is the kicks straight up. Once you put them into your beat making station, usually I'll throw an EQ on it. What a lot of people like out of it, they want to get more of a punch. So to do that, what I usually do is I work between, I would say, 248 to 300 hertz and down to like 50, depending on, like, if you're using a sub bass or a pad, you might want to go a little lower because it can make that rumble. You take some pads, you can go to like taking them down to 50 hertz up to 120 hertz, and it gives you that rumble like you'd hear in a theater or something when you're watching a credit.
Right.
It's really good for building intros to songs and even little breakdown parts in the song. And usually what I'll do is if I'm doing a regular kick, I'll start out at like 248. I'll add some gain to it. I might switch between 5 dB and below depending on what it's looking like on the final mix, if it's redding out, or make adjustments as it goes. And the different things you can do is, like, when you get in, put your 808 in there, you're using more of a bass. It always fluctuates. You want to do a nice sweep on it, make sure that it's not redding out, it's not getting too much low end and distorting all the high end stuff, or taking away from any of the vocals in the future when you do lay those.
Okay, right.
Yeah, man, another thing, as far as snares go, I wanted to talk a little bit about making those full as well. And some big things you can do to make that better is to, stack up snares, use rim shots, use your regular snare, use your clap, combine them together, come up with a new sound. And what I'll do is, I might put a snare down first, and then I'll come through and do a rim shot on the top of that snare because maybe the snare was low in. And to make it sound more crisp, you'll stack up those two snares and maybe even throw pans on them. You can throw them both at 45s. You can try 3 snares. You can always be creative with it.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? I could probably demonstrate that a bit. I do have a session open in Machine here that I can drag on screen. So within this here, let's just take a listen here. Go ahead and... So this is a new beat that I've been working on. Well, honestly, it's kind of an old beat. I haven't even messed with it for a long time, but so then the drum loop I have going is... So if you listen for the snare here, that's that sound, which is okay. It's not bad, but you could like add to that by like having like a higher pitch sound, So by themselves they might be like, but together, just gives us some more hits. So for instance, I'll just play along with this, and I'm going to start adding the higher one. Something like that. That's
oh yeah,
that's a cool way to work. And as you're saying, you could definitely experiment with panning things off to the side. And I really don't mess around with that at all during the production stage. You totally can, and I've done that in the past. But I just find that I kind of create it the way I like, with the the right sounds, and then I worry about all that creative panning and all that stuff. I do all that in the mix stage. That usually ends up being, quite a bit later in the process. But to each his own. I mean, do you kind of mix on the fly? I mean, how do you do it?
I guess it depends on the song and the inspiration. Some songs I will mix. I'll go ahead and EQ them straight through machine. And
Right.
then some songs, if for example, if I'm adding, we just did a sax sample, and we had a guy come over. We recorded him on the sax straight through the machine, and then for that, I rolled that over to Pro Tools and did all of my mixing in Pro Tools. Um, I guess yeah, it just depends on what you're comfortable with, what helps your workflow, what helps you put out stuff quicker or whatever
Yeah.
you're looking for. Um, I noticed too, with the snares, when you're mixing them down, you want to give them good mid and high end. You don't want to take too much away, and then
Yeah, true.
occasionally you might want to add some low end or some low mid so it has more of that pop in there or that bass to the snare.
Oh yeah.
But that would come with, if you have a preset snare that you've added from your sounds and it's nothing but low end, you might want to add, like he said, add a high frequency snare and then boost them up a little bit. It'll just make it sound so much more full. And same thing with mixing down to the kicks. And like for me personally, I'm one of them people, like I like to, like I can't have the beat halfway done while I'm listening to it. I try to mix it as I'm going, but it just depends also. If I'm using live instruments, I kind of like to bring them into Pro Tools and do most of the mixing there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know I've changed my workflow so much over the years. Like I used to be, I would pretty much make the beat within machine, for instance, and then just export that, and that was my fucking beat done. And you can totally do that. Just you got to find what works for you. But now what I do is I'll just make like a 4-bar loop or maybe an 8-bar loop at the most, and I'll get all my instrumentation in there and create it the way I like it. Then I will export a bunch of stems. So I might have 15 audio tracks or something that I export out of machine and import them into a Pro Tools session. And from there, I actually build the song. So just, because I'm quick in Pro Tools and can duplicate those little 4-bar loops, and I'll just kind of design it left to right, and then like as I go, I'll be like, all right, well, when I get to the bridge, I'm going to take these out. So I'll mute those or delete those 2 little clips there. And yeah, I don't know. It works for me. And then from there, that's when I started getting more creative with the panning to the sides and doing all that kind of stuff. I don't really worry about that so much during the production process, but when it gets to the mixing stage, that becomes like a very important thing. So let's talk about some gear, man. So I have a piece of gear that I took home and I've been testing out this week, and I thought it'd be cool to talk about. It's the Joe Meek ThreeQ. And this is a little channel strip. Let me see if I can find a picture to put up on screen here. So this does have a preamp in it, and then it also has a optical compressor, and so I'm actually running my vocals through that right now. So we can actually demo it and show a little bit of what it can do. So right now I'm compressing like pretty damn hard to keep my vocals all at the same level, because if I talk kind of quietly, it actually stays about the same volume as if I get really loud, and that's because I have this compressor on. So if I bypass that, this will probably sound crazy. Let me see. All right, so I have it off right now. So, if I talk quiet, it's definitely noticeably quieter. But then if I get loud, I can clip the mic, So if I keep this compressor on, I turn it back on now it stays about the same. And so that's really nice. And then I have that running through an equalizer as well. It has a built-in EQ, and I just kind of was playing around to figure out what sounded best for my voice. But so to demonstrate this, let's say in the high end, I wanted to really turn that up. You hear all that articulation and the teeth and the hiss, all that, but you could also get rid of that, make it sound super dark too. And then the low end, you could definitely, I have a little cut going on the low end right now, but if I could boost that up, yeah, baby, give it some of that fucking bass. But, you could turn that all the way down, make it sound a little bit thinner. I just have it down about 3 decibels right now for this. I just thought it sounded, pretty clean. But the 3Q, let me see if I can find a picture of it. That's what I started doing a few minutes back. All right, you see that, D-Moss?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I got hooked up over here right now. And this actually has some cool features too. It has an insert input on the back there, which actually maybe I need to bring my mouse up here, so that you can use it as, an insert and run like out of Pro Tools, out of your interface, for instance, run through this, EQ, whatever you need to do, compress, then run it out of the output back into a different input on your interface, for instance. So that'd be a cool way to use it. And it works fine. I'm using an SM7B microphone, which needs a ton of gain. And I have the gain cranked pretty hard on the preamp, and then on the output, I only have that about halfway up, actually a little bit past noon maybe. It's giving me plenty of gain. I did notice that when I cranked it up really loud, that there's like a ton of hiss in the background. And these are super affordable interfaces, channel strips rather. So that's kind of to be expected. I mean, there's a reason why some of them cost $3,000 and some of them cost $300. So this is definitely a low end model. But I mean, for a setup like this, I think it works great. I mean, it's keeping my vocals about the same, volume, no matter what I'm doing. So I definitely recommend it if you need something like that. If you were going to record, I mean, you could definitely record through it, but depending on your budget, it might be worth investing in something a little bit better. That'd be my guess. But let me see. Let me get out of this here. Go back to my regular screen. There we go. So I don't know. You just got your new Studio Live 1602. How you like that so far?
Yeah, man, I love it. We've been using it for like 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah, the first version.
Yeah. I got the 1602, and actually I have 2 of them now, so I'm running 32 channels. It runs with FireWire, so I can run one FireWire to the computer, connect the second FireWire between the second board.
Right.
And now they both function together.
And now you're doing FireWire to Thunderbolt, right?
Yes.
Okay, right. Yeah, FireWire, man, that technology's about gone. Nowadays, everything's freaking Thunderbolt or, Thunderbolt 2, Thunderbolt 3, whatever.
Yeah. But it's nice, man. It allows me, I can select my mic channel, the mic channel I have on here. I can add high-pass filter, gates, the dig-out compressor limiter, got an equalizer built on. Then I have a full graphic EQ built on for each channel.
That's badass.
Through here. And it also runs live sound, so it's kind of a nice setup for multi-purpose if you're going to do some at-home recording, or if you're going to go do a live show or do a venue, you can bring and have that recording sound live. And that's what a lot of people want out of a live show. Yeah,
see, and that's cool too. You could do a live show, just like you would with a regular mixer, and then run USB into a computer and record the live show. So that's fucking dope. Definitely a good piece of gear. Definitely check out the Studio Live series, and they actually just came out with the new one, the Studio Live 3, I think is what it's called.
I think that's right.
Yeah, it's significantly more expensive for sure. I'm sure that price will go down in a year or two, but right now it's definitely at a premium. But those are all great pieces of gear. I really like the original ones. There's nothing wrong with those at all. Let me see here. I know another thing we wanted to talk about is like some studio stories. Some funny shit happens in the studio, and some cool things. You learn things here and there. I have several stories dealing with this one band. I was working with this band called Mother Nurture. I think I had told you about them before, operating out of Chattanooga. And so working with them was like my first like multi-track recording session, And I was kind of nervous about it, like in theory, I knew what I was doing, but, I'm using an $80,000 console in a band I never met before. Like we were going to meet up at the cookout in Tennessee there, and then we were just gonna go straight to the studio and fucking make hits happen, supposedly, you know. And I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. This was a stupid idea. And so these guys had to drive from Chattanooga to Murfreesboro. That's like 2 hours, I think. You know, it's a serious deal, and they got a couple of cars, you know, packed full of drums and all kinds of shit, guitar amps, all that, you know. And so they come pulling up, you know, meet them, all that shit. We go to the studio, and when I get there, you know, to get the key to get in, you have to give it to the security officer, and they take your ID and hold it. They give you the key. You know, when you give the key back, you get your ID back.
Yeah.
Couldn't find my fucking ID to save my life. I looked everywhere. It was nowhere to be found, you know. And the band, they were being super cool. Like, oh, no, it's cool, man. Take your time, whatever. You know, they were like, we're just going to hang out and talk for a minute. And I was like, all right, yeah, no problem. And I was like, oh, my fucking God, I don't know where this fucking thing is, you know, because, like, I looked everywhere. It should have been in my wallet. Why isn't it in my wallet? I always put it in my wallet, you know. So I was digging all my book bag, couldn't find it. And so I was trying to be cool about it. I was like, hey, guys, you know what, man? I got to run to my house real quick. I was like, I think I left it on my dresser. I'll be right back. You know, they're like, okay, cool. So, like, I fucking race home, you know, because we only have, like, 4 hours in the studio or something. That's not that long when it comes to recording a fucking band, you know. And, you know, we're already, like, 15, 20 minutes past, you know, the time we could get in. So I fucking raced home. I got in there. I tore my room apart. I've looked every fucking where. And I was in there for like maybe 10 minutes or something. And I know the band's just standing around like, where the fuck's this guy, you know? Shut up, Boomer. Give me a damn whooping. That's my guard dog guarding the studio. And then, so I finally found the fucking thing, and it was in my wallet where it should have been, except it was like in a different pocket where I never would put something on purpose. I don't know how it ended up in there, but either way, I found that thing and fucking raced back up there, and they were all cool about it, but I was like sweating bullets, panicking, because I was like, dude, I'm about to ruin this shit. This is so unprofessional, you know. And so we got in there, and fucking everything was fine. You know, we tracked drums the first night, first time I ever like recorded a drum set, you know, and you know, turned out great, but definitely about shit my pants. I was so freaking nervous, but yeah, man. So I don't know. You got any stories that come to mind?
Shit, man. One thing I want to talk about real quick is like showcases. It's kind of an evolving story.
Yeah,
it's a good opportunity for a lot of local music or indie music to be heard and get out and meet other artists and be able to, because the purpose for featuring with an artist or something like that would be to dip into their fan base or them dip into your fan base, or, you know, for any other kind of reasons involving promotions. But I went to an ATL Music Awards in Atlanta, and it was cool, man. There was a bunch of indie artists there. Travis Porter was there. Bone Crusher was there.
Right.
Got to meet a lot of good people. Met a lot of young talent there that actually I still keep in contact with and work with. Meet a lot of radio stations there, or CEOs of radio stations that, you know, will try to help you get your music played through air. It's just a really good opportunity for people to start going around to these big venues and big events that they do in these big cities, where you can meet other artists and be able to branch out and expand your brand that way. And that's really one. It was a good experience. I mean, we went there. We went to the awards. I went with a group, Drum Majors ATL, and they were nominated for some award up there. And but it's really worth going on a showcase like that when you can go in and make these kind of contacts and, you know, be able to learn. So.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, you know, they always say, like, in the music industry and really in a lot of things, it's who you know, right? So where are you going to fucking meet people? You know, at your house? No. You got to fucking get out there and go to things like that, you know? And, I mean, the connections I've made in the music industry have all been, you know, I think most of them have been when I went to audio school, you know, where I was surrounded by these people and professors, you know, really smart professors who were like industry professionals who are out there doing shit, you know, and getting in good with people, you know, that's what matters. If people like you and like your personality, they'll want you around, you know.
Yeah.
even if you're not the best engineer, you know. And you could also be an amazing engineer, but be a dick and nobody likes you. And they're not going to fucking hire you. They don't give a shit. You know, they would much rather spend all day, or, you know, if it's like a longer term thing, like if they're going to work with somebody every day, they don't want some fucking asshole they can't stand, even if he does a good job. They'd rather bring their fucking friend, you know, who can hold his own, you know. So you definitely got to have a bit of both, but the personality is probably even more important in my opinion. So
I agree, man.
yeah. So hey man, I know you sent me that new beat earlier. I figured we could showcase that and show the people some of your work.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's Pyramids. I produced it probably about like 2 months ago. It's a really nice laid back feel vibe.
Oh, there it is. All right, let me see. Let me drag this back to the beginning here. And let me know if you can't hear it well. I'll turn it up or turn it down, whatever for you.
Okay.
This is all made within Machine?
Yes.
bass on that one. That sounds good.
Yeah, I did a regular sub right there. I didn't use an 808 or anything like that.
Ah, okay. Dope shit, man. I like that one a lot. Now, is that one that you have for sale somewhere?
Yeah, I have that for sale on dopemusicsouth.com. If anybody can go to that one, hey, get at me, hit me up in a DM, Twitter, anywhere. Go to the site. It's for sale right there. You can buy it right there.
Right. Okay. Awesome, man. So yeah, you have a buddy who's a musical artist, and I definitely would like to talk to him and find out some more about his stuff. Tell him to give us a call here. We can take that call whenever. But
All right.
yeah, so when it comes to that beat, or really just your beats in general, like what inspires you to write a beat? Do you, listen to other people's music and then try to, you get inspired by that, or you just freaking go into the zone, or what? How do you do it?
Really, man, I love starting off with the creation of the beat, more or less the meat of the beat, that sound that comes around and comes around that makes you hook. But as far as the process, I mean, I'm influenced by a lot of music, but I'm influenced by blending different sounds of music together and adding little cuts and samples in that, and that's where a lot of it comes from.
Hey, all right. I think we've got him in here. Can you hear him, D-Moss?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey, there we go. All right. I wonder, can you hear D-Moss?
Yo.
Yo, yeah, I can hear you. It's a long distance, probably.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, hey, good shit, man. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being on. I don't know anything about you or what you do. Are you a rapper or a producer or what?
Oh, I'm a rapper, strictly writing. So I go to the University of Iowa for creative writing.
Okay.
Specifically aimed for music.
Right. Gotcha. So I don't know, how long have you been making your own tracks now?
Probably about coming up on 3 years. So originally I started just making Facebook videos and posting that, and started to get some buzz from that. And that's when I made the move from North Carolina over to Iowa for creative writing, because
right,
attached to it,
Okay, I gotcha. Well, yeah, that's cool, man. So I don't know. Do you have any idea how many songs you might have recorded by now? Is it like over 100, or what do you think?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well over 100.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, see, it's funny. Me and D-Moss, we've been doing it for a long time now, and when we first started, I mean, that's probably like freaking, I don't know, 8 or 9 years ago or something. And at the time, we would knock out like a whole album in one night. We always talk about that. Like, we'd make the beats, write the lyrics, quote unquote mix it. We didn't fucking actually mix anything, and we'd have that bitch uploaded by the morning. We'd have like freaking 8 tracks done in one night. That's crazy. It takes me like a month now to get one song done.
15 hours and a night doing that.
Oh yeah, freaking dude, drinking those energy drinks, boy. We freaking put them down. But yeah. So I don't know. How did you two meet, or have you met, or how do you associate?
I don't believe we've met personally, but my buddy Tyler Schuster up in North Carolina actually introduced me to Dalton.
Okay.
Or like that, he had his own studio, and when I was going to ECU when I started rapping. So I think that we talked a little bit that like here and there, but we just got reconnected recently, actually.
Okay, gotcha. So you said you went to ECU?
Yeah, for 1 semester.
Oh, okay. Dude, I actually went there too when I first got out of high school. I went there for 2 years. So Pirate Pride, man, freaking purple and gold, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I love that school, man. That was really cool, but they didn't have any kind of audio program there, so that's why I ended up leaving. I mean, they had a music major, but I mean, especially at the time, I couldn't play keyboard or anything to save my fucking life. So I ended up bailing and went to Elizabeth City State, and they had some bobo little setup there. Yeah, that was a fucking shithole, but I thought it was a good idea till I got in there and was like, oh man, this is a fucking joke. So I ended up going to Middle Tennessee State in Nashville, and from there, I've been learning at like a crazy rate, so it's exciting learning music stuff, but it's fucking hard too, man. So I don't know, D-Moss, why don't you ask some questions? You got something.
Shit, man. Talk about your new project, man. What you got going on?
Or for future projects or recent?
Just the most recent one right now.
My most recent would be 4 Styles. Actually, the EP you made the cover art for.
Okay.
So basically, that was just 4 tracks, and I wanted to hit 4 different styles of rap. So we started off with Goat, which is like a party type track, which is like a fan favorite. so far. Then we go to The Wrath, which features my homie Thesis, also from my hometown in Illinois. And that one was kind of just some straight bars, kind of showing that me and Thesis are the top of the line for our town. Then move on to Reminisce, which is like a deep track. Something like some past shit I went through, and second verse kind of about an old past, like bug, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we end with Ben At It, which is just some straight bars.
Okay.
That's all I'm about. I like the straight bars.
Sure.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm looking at your SoundCloud here right now. What's this track, Never Come Down? Is that like an older one or a newer one?
That I dropped, I think, last week, like a late night track. That's actually, I recorded that off my phone in my squad, my engineering out in Iowa. And we kind of were just, honestly, we were drinking one day, and I was like, Mike, you want to hear me sing? So started singing this track, recording, and then he freestyled, sung the whole hook in between it, and I wrote that last little verse to it. It ended up pretty well, I'd have to say.
Oh, okay.
I don't really sing too much, but
Well, we can actually play it. You actually should be able to hear it too. So if you have a few minutes, we'll play it so people can check it out.
oh yeah, I got all night, man.
All right, here we go. Let's give it a try here. Can you hear that? Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is a game of focus.
Hey, 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 hey. Yo, I'ma get so high, I'ma never come down. Said snap back real low to match the eyes of dang style. People tried to tell me that my vibes were overrated. Now when I'm giving beats, annihilate and I slay 'em. I pray for the ones that didn't vein. If you ain't part of the team, you're probably one who has never dreamed to see. I have to prove that I have different chapters, different personas. I got what you wanna hear, like a Marshall Mathers. I spit this ass as my rap will capture you phony actors. Hop on the microphone, spit fire till my light is gone. Rip mics with the Nikes on, get hype, recite the song. I like the bomb, get faded until my flight takes off. I keep my posse tightly knotted cause these fakes are soft. Middle finger raised, street fuck the haters, that's all I had to say. My average days are past way, they've all moved on. Sick and tired, these lies denying the fact my bars are hot. Flames when I'm spitting, they be jealous cause that bars and I'm trained for this missions, got visions, are earning a starter spot. Flames like the kitchen, I've been mixing up a smarter plot. My name will be risen in an instant that I swear I'ma get so high, I'ma never come down. I'ma get so high, I'ma never come down. Too late to start coming round. You gotta give the love to get it. Disrespect me and I'm livid, but you'll never know. I'm a ghost, leave you comatose. I'll put you on a show with the finger roll. See me on TV with these models, steady gripping on the throttle. My career is going light speed, no time for your lead feet. Been working on my craft, I've been trying to get that ass, girl.
See, these people that wanted the crown, I come in to get it. I feel I'm on top of the world when I'm rapping. I swear it'll happen. I put in the work to the match. I took my escape, returned to my past. I learned that the fakes will only be asking you for your help when you manage to capture your dreams and the laughs is after. So I'ma keep at it. I rap really fast at half of these bastards like acid. I'm lifted as high as the rafters. I'm up in the sky, but sky can manage to hold me down. So I'ma get going and flowing, attacking the beat, controlling my outcome, patrolling the streets, betting my zone. I'm steady, let's go. Got plenty of flows, I'm ready to speak. Said I'ma get so high, I'ma never come down, down, down. Yeah.
Damn, this shit was dope, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I
man.
gotta give a shout out too. That beat actually was produced by another homie in my hometown, known as Focus.
Okay.
Focus Beats. He makes some really dope beats. So anytime I get the chance to, I hop on one of his instrumentals.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. And so what's the best way for people to find your music? If they like wanted to find you on, I don't know, you have shit on YouTube too?
Yeah, I have. I'm not too active on YouTube.
Okay.
Because I mean, a lot of beats that I use, they're either like YouTube beats or I don't have rights. But like the ones I do, I'll put them up on YouTube but more like SoundCloud and Facebook is like my main following. That's how I got originally found and started getting followed by people.
Okay.
So it'd be like SoundCloud.com/Willz-music for SoundCloud link, and then Facebook.com/Hunter Williams Music. It's my Facebook.
Okay. Awesome, man. We'll definitely paste those links too in the comments there so people can check them out. But yeah, dope shit, man. Let me see
Appreciate
here.
that.
So what's next on the horizon for you? You got any plans for an album or something?
Well, before that Four Styles EP, I worked on an album for about half a year called Suits. I had that one dropped. I haven't really got to promote it that well just because going to school, full-time working, and trying to promote an album is kind of difficult.
Sure.
But, yeah, I have a lot. I have like probably 15 unreleased tracks. I have about seven tracks that people are waiting for features for me that I have to work on.
Right.
Yeah, so I gotta do that. I'm going home in Illinois in about a week and a half, so I'm gonna record about 5 new tracks, and got some pretty big shows lined up in the next month, so I gotta get ready for those, get my track list ready and whatnot.
Okay, so you do some performing? You do some shows?
Oh yeah, I mean I've actually gone on tour through Illinois. I headlined a tour with 5 different artists. I've opened up for like Dizzy Wright, Huey Mack, and then come September I'm opening up for Froggy Fresh, aka Krispy Kreme, and what's his name? Mac Lethal, who I'm really pumped to open up for.
Oh wow, dude, awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, man, sounds like you're out there freaking doing it. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Trying, man.
Yeah. Well, D-Moss, you got any last questions for our guest here?
Shit, man. What inspired you to do the Four Styles record there?
You know, I don't really know, honestly. I had all these unreleased tracks, and I was just trying to think of a little EP I could drop, and it just came to my mind, why don't I do 4 different tracks, 4 different styles? And I thought 4 Styles was a pretty dope name to an EP. So, not to mention the dope cover art I had, so I think it all turned out pretty well.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely a
best project yet that I've done. So
yeah, it was a good idea, man. As far as 4 styles, 4 songs, 4 different style of songs, I think it definitely branches out to a lot of different people. If you guys are out there and you want to check this out, man, get with him on his SoundCloud, Facebook. Make sure you guys check it out. There's some hot stuff on there.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, I tell you what, we'll let you go for now. I think we got a couple other people we might get to call in, but thanks for being on the show, man, and we'll definitely have to check in with you again. Definitely let us know next time you finish a project or something. We'll be happy to show it off here.
All right, appreciate you guys for having me.
Oh, no sweat,
All
man.
right, man.
All right, take care.
All right, you too. Peace.
Late.
Yeah, that was cool, man. That sounded good, man. That was actually a pretty good track, and I mean that's only one. I mean, it sounds like he's got quite a few that he's been working on. So yeah,
sure.
we'll definitely have to keep an eye on him, man.
He actually sent me. I did the album art for that CD, either the EP or whatever. He sent it over, and I've checked it out. There's a lot of good songs he actually has. He's one of the guys that's up and coming. He's definitely got talent for it and a passion for it as well.
Right. Yeah, no, I can tell. Sounds like he's out there really fucking doing it. Well, yeah, so you sent me a couple of other links earlier. Did you want to play some of those?
Yeah, let's jump into some of those, do some reviews. All
right, we've got Champ the General here. Okay, yep, this is by Champ the General, and soundcloud.com/Champ the General, and this track's called Fuck 'Em. Fuck 'Em featuring Low Key. So, well, here, let's give it a play here.
Rico stylin'.
There we go.
Check. You know what? I don't like you ain't ass niggas. You ever had a hating ass nigga? What you tell that nigga? fuck. Tell him fuck. Tell him fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If a nigga hate, then a nigga hate, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
Cause I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If they ain't down to ride, they ain't down to ride, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If a nigga hate, then a nigga hate, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
Cause I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If they ain't down to ride, they ain't down to ride.
Gotta make it out of the city. Niggas plotting for no reason. No, they rather see us down. For my niggas, I'm squeezing.
I swear I love my niggas.
Fuckers, you mad, don't want us to be shit.
Don't want us to be shit.
Bitch, I'm 100, that's how I'ma keep it. Hated on me from the jump, ass man, it got the pump. Fuck a hater, what they want. Pull his card, call his bluff. Fuck his bitch within a month. Alright, a week, that's just me. Treat a nice hair and nails on fleek. Real nigga from the streets, got something to say. Said indirect, fuck a tweet. West side, certified, let them snitch. Deserve to die, my niggas crazy down the ride. So ancient, genuine, I want my spot, I'm taking mines. My past hurting, past searching, mean I'm lost. Typical black person, I want the beef, bad burger. How about the push man early? They talking, we like, fuck 'em.
I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If a nigga hate, then a nigga hate, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
Cause I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If they ain't down to ride, they ain't down to ride, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If a nigga hate, then a nigga hate, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
Cause I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If they ain't down to ride, they ain't down to ride, man, fuck 'em. With no lubrication, had to get out the way. I knew they was hating, these niggas hating with no justification. They throwing shots, that beat so blatant like, whoa. Let me slow it down for a minute, and you already know that we can get busy already. Cause I ain't for the back and forth, my nigga, oh no, this ain't no tennis. I cook it up in the booth like a chemist. I run through the cut like a finish line. They don't get respect, then I'm taking mine. Then we shoot it out like it's Columbine. That's for just trying to get out of line. Cause you had one of some bragging rights. Niggas don't want never work, but always swear that they on the grind, man, fuck 'em. I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If a nigga hate, then a nigga hate, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
Cause I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If they ain't down to ride, they ain't down to ride, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If a nigga hate, then a nigga hate, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
Cause I've been grinding hard, man, fuck 'em.
Man, fuck.
If they ain't down to ride, they ain't down to ride, man, fuck 'em.
Damn. Dude, that was a fucking banger.
Yeah.
I like
for
that
sure.
shit, man. Yeah, and it might have been, I guess you probably can't hear it in stereo like I was hearing it, but sounds good. It's a solid mix too, man. Nice vocal effect and stuff, man. Sounds really good. I definitely dig that. So
I
yeah,
totally agree.
as I mentioned before, soundcloud.com/champthegeneral. Definitely check him out, man. Feel free to, like his page and shit so you can stay updated on his music. That's good stuff for sure. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have any notes about that?
Oh yeah, dude, it sounded good. The mix sounded good. The vocals sounded clean. I don't know. Maybe it's just my end. The only thing, maybe the 808s were a little close to redden.
Okay.
But that could just be an issue coming through from me to you. But other than that, yeah,
Right.
the vocals were clean. Everything was on time. All the lyrics were, you could hear them. I mean, yeah, that was
Nice
a good
catchy
mix of
hook
the
too,
song.
man. I like that.
For sure.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm getting this next track queued up here. So we have an artist named J Flow who submitted some music. We'll definitely give J Flow a shout out here. And what's the story with this feller?
Yeah, he came through last week. I think it was a little late. He sent a couple songs and wanted to get them checked out and reviewed up on here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me go ahead and put this on screen so everybody can see the link and know where to go to check out his music here. So
There it goes.
a lot of plays. Got 1,256 plays.
Cut the worldwide. Survival of the fittest. Fuck niggas, I'm the rival of the sickest. Me and rap go together like Bibles and religion. Towering over competition, I'm the iPhone in this business. Here I go, you can witness what I bring. If you don't hear me, you must not be listening. Open ears, hoping peers will follow along. Cause what you gonna do when tomorrow is gone? Freedom of speech while the mic's in my palm. Free to just speak while I'm writing a song. 10 to 20 added up, you can do the math. Forget the money, I had enough of trying to get the cash. Spitting bummy faggot stuff, people kissing ass. This isn't funny or bad as fuck, even position last. The difference between me and you, the complete opposite. But it ain't like I just jump on any beat, talking shit. Keep the tempo on point, keep the music loud. Instrumental bomb joint, I'm even proving now. Explosive kind of sound, over 100 round. Many bullets on the ground, and now I'm laying them down. Let the bodies hit the flow like the shotgun shell. When the shotty split your skull, if the cops come bail. Surf's up, bro, I'm on the wave right now. I know how these niggas act like clowns, they came down. It's really goddamn shame how anybody talking with that lame ass style, well, still coming in with the flames right now. Tell a nigga that I'm gonna run the game right down. When I come in the crash, 9/11 building. Fuck, no disrespect, still I be killing. Understand what the blood spilling, stealing. Millions, billions, innocent civilians. Hey, see the dividend on which we living in. Want a different pen with your opinion I don't living in. I ain't listening and begin to spit again. Blowing off into the wind, inadequate, I had a bid. You faggots spit upon it, faggots sit upon it. Tell them that I hit it like good weed, chronic. Yeah, I hit it hard, my lungs strong, bionic. Either way they wanna talk, we're way beyond it. Talk like Lil Wayne up in the game, but still a little will complain. And then they talk but can't explain on how I'm flying in a plane. Yeah, but still I'm on to anybody. Well then they want it, but I'm still gonna be screaming sorry. I pull it back now, fuck a nigga back now. Amarillo, Texas, you can fucking check my background. Niggas ask Kyle the fuck, they back down, tell them cowards. Yeah, I want the fucking power. Fuck the money, fuck the dough, fuck the honeys, fuck the dough. Fuck 100 more, let them fall onto the flow. Either way I kill the flow, cause I am unstoppable. Ain't nobody fuck with Joe. Niggas swear that you should know where I'm at, that's on the throne. Coming straight up off the dome, pull it off and with the trigger. Ain't a nigga with the chrome. Toy, homeboy, they know they staring, often glaring, but ain't nobody else comparing, no. Nah, I should stop with that. Promise ain't nobody nearly as high as that. It got me laughing in the booth when I'm rapping up the truth. And then I grab the fucking youth up in my hand and in my palm. And then I drop it like I got what you man to come disarmed. And then they're alarmed. Got it going like plants up in a farm. Metaphors and similes, but really see how I'm better than any MC would be. Envy me, MVP of in that shit. And often hit like bongs up in the grip. They ain't know about a division, but still I watch them split like banana split. Honey dip, take a sip.
Damn, that was a fucking banger too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We mean we gotta choose one? Fuck, man, that's a tough call, dude. I mean, I really liked all three. What'd you say?
Yeah. Leave a tie on them.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I mean, that would be a solid call. I'd have to say, as much as I would love to pull from my fellow ECU alum there, I think I might have to go with that last track, man. I think I would.
Yeah,
dude. I don't know. What do you think? You feel free to cast your vote.
Yeah, definitely.
So?
That was creative. The mixing was good. And it was probably a headphone sync because I was hearing the low end on that one too. So
okay.
I'm thinking the song before the low end was good. But yeah, the mixing's great. You can understand the lyrics. Definitely. Actually, all the artists we've done tonight have great vocal presence. Don't have to work on that at all.
Yeah.
Pronunciation and flipping things. Yeah, perfect.
That's definitely an old school type production because they didn't have big stereo vocal effects. There wasn't anything fancy. I don't even think there was even a hook in that one. It was just flowing, Yeah. It sounded fucking dope. I mean, I would say that would be the one that I would listen to the most if I had one of those songs to listen to again. That would be the one, So I would have to declare J Flow the fucking winner, man. So definitely feel free to check him out on SoundCloud. That is soundcloud.com/jflow, and that's FLOW 42013. 42, which actually I guess it's 4/2013. I don't know. So yeah, definitely check him out there. Let's see, what other stuff did we want to talk about? Well, damn, I think that's pretty much everything we wanted to hit. One thing I definitely want to point out is if you want to get some more, audio tips, as you can see in the banner right there, definitely check out www.theredshift.net. I have a free ebook on there you can check out. And then there's also beats and stuff. If you're in the market for it, I'd be honored if you came by and took a listen, see if anything fits your style. It's affordable prices and everything too. And so D-Moss, feel free to plug your stuff.
Yeah, man. Make sure you guys check out dopmusicsouth.com. I got tons of beats up there. I even got beats by the Red Shift up there. I got everybody in one place as well. Check out new music. I still got Carolina State of Mind. It's on the homepage when you plug it up, man. Show that some love and show it some love on SoundCloud. It's over 100,000 now. So thanks for all that.
Damn, is it over 100,000 plays? That's fucking killing it, man.
Yeah, no question. And make sure you guys subscribe to the email list, man. I've been sending out free beats like every 2 weeks now. I got a couple more in the machine I'm about to export. I should have some new beats coming up this week, so make sure you guys stay plugged in.
Yeah, awesome, man. And yeah, I think that's about it for this week's edition. So yeah, man, thanks for being on, my brother. And we'll definitely have to do it again next week.
All right.
So all right, man. Later.
All right, man.
If high school was a joke, man, then out the fucking punchline. I used to be in love with her, stay at her in that lunch line, but I never ever told her, cause I ain't really have to. Too shy to make a move, not to mention act me what act up I was. How to my face and how to my feelings, how to my room out, how to my mind and how to my bed and look at the ceiling feeling. Damn, why don't she like me back? Am I such a nerd? All started with a rhyme, a little bit of time there, boy, got good, fuck what you heard. Oh, this is that rapping shit, it's that make it happen shit. And I really try to stay humble, but this that bragging shit. It's finally happening the way that I had imagined it. Cause now she finally want me back, but I ain't having it. Nah, trick, what you think that this shit was? I don't walk around town just thinking about you, and I don't really care what a bitch does. So you don't know me, you now know that. How's that side of the railroad tracks treating you when I'm seeing through all the games played? That's why I halo that. Oh, yeah, I halo that. Like an angel, flow your ass. So don't try to test me, I'm saying F's clash, don't hold me back. And I hate when a punk bitch gotta run his mouth, cause they don't know me or what I'm about. Gotta run this town like the goddamn mad, they say they mine, but I'm running them out. Back when was a nice dude, said I would not peak in high school, and I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. Back when was a shy dude, should've made a move, sat beside you, but I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. They mad, we ain't peak yet, they out just trying to hit reset, and they wish we stopped, but ain't at the top yet. Lots of doing goals, we ain't reach yet. Back when was a nice dude, said I would not peak in high school, and I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. High school kid, no relationships, making beats, my favorite shit. That ain't ballin' a lot, swear I was giving it all that I got. Sat on the bench, but I gave it a shot, then I focused on beats, now I'm making them hot. At lunchtime, and me and old Brandon would go up to Kevin's and put in my CD, turn out to 11, remember that Bronco, I never forget it. Me and Compton's like this, that shit that I brought. Then Mims came on, had us all like, this is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why, this is why, this is why I'm hot. I'm hot cause I'm the pistol, then we would take a shot. Sipping vodka, catch a little buzz for 4th block. Just dreaming about these hoes in my class, money when I pass. Banging on fools on the court when I'm mad, but all I did was laugh though. 17s on the ride, no hoes in the back. Fuck it, that's my ride and I love it. And I'm thankful for them things I'm giving it, like my rhymes that I keep spitting. I kill it, me and Goods just skipping classes. Ballin' hard at Wedgwood too, but hitting threes off picks and passes. Like fuck weight training, my shot straining, I'm not trading this free time in my 12th grade and 4 mile running. He's not grading, let's hit a clutch, that shit up in Meadow Lakes, you know, Compton's Creek, we can have a bash. Chugging like we was old enough. Half the time it'll blowing up, but every time kept showing up. Y'all the best part of my growing up. I said growing up, 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 I said growing up. Back when was a nice dude, said it would not peak in high school, and I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. Back when was a shy dude, should've made a move, sat beside you, but I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. They mad, we ain't keep chat, they out just trying to hit reset, and they wish we stopped, but ain't at the top yet. Lots of doing goals we ain't reached yet. Back when was a nice dude, said it would not peak in high school, and I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. Growing up, I said growing